Hello. Hello, Tess. That doesn't seem to work. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay. It's been a long time I haven't streamed. It's been like 3 months actually. I feel today I need to stream because I need to push the project a little bit. And when I'm streaming, it helped me a little bit. So yeah, that's a fact. All right, let's check something. We're gonna do an inventory. We're gonna continue inventory today. Like I want to move. I want to change this a little bit. I want to improve this basically. You know what we should do? We should do I'm gonna check the line and stuff of this. Let me do what I think I should do. There we go, and the guys is hitting me. There we go. Let's clean the field. Alright, let me check something. Square. Perfect. So, okay, so Ed, armor, amulet. I try to get the same line. So I'm gonna need another line. Okay, one second. So Ed, amulet, armor. Well, it's gonna, no choice, it's gonna be the same line to be honest. So armor, glove. Oh wait. So glove. No, not glove. God damn, it's like weapon. Let me check. Wait. Yeah. I mean, there's no helm, so the space is wrong. Yeah, it's not good actually. One second. Let's do it again. Ed, amulet, armor, weapon, glove, helm, armor, glove, no, weapon, belt, boots, ring, and that's it, right? Armor, amulet. I don't. This is not armor. This is helm. Amulet, armor. One second. Okay, so Helm, armor, amulet, ring, weapon. What happened if we have a shield? Well, fuck the shield then. Armor, helm, amulet, weapon, ring. Oh no, we're missing something. Uh-oh. 1 second. Okay, so belt, boot. What is this here? Oh. Glove. Oh. Well. Well. I don't know. Bell boots. Well, what we can do is we can remove this and do glove, boots, and belt. That's strange a little bit. Not sure I like it. I don't like it. I mean, I don't like this too. I think we should cut a little bit of item. What about we put the bell here? We move the belt here. I mean, honestly, it's not that bad when you think about that. If I put the belt here, I mean, it's not bad, no? I really honestly think this is not bad. No, it's not bad actually. Let me get an item. 1 second. Oh, damn. Okay. So the chest is open already? We need to reset the file. We need to reset the save file. 1 second. And we reset the save. There we go. Okay, so let's do it. Ding, ding. Ding, wing. Wing. And wing. Okay. So now let's get some item. Is the chest down? Yeah. Here we go. good actually. That's something we need to do actually, the dragon. There's a lot of things we need to figure out. Actually, when I'm thinking about the inventory, honestly, I think it's enough. I don't want too much item like a Diablo game. It's just too much. I think just like this, it's actually not bad. I'm kind of satisfied. So, only problem is the highlight is removing the background texture. It's a little bit annoying. So why the highlight is removing the background texture? Alright, let me check this. Is it because it's a normal square? Oh, and the image is in the back. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Well, if it's a too big problem, I can just remove the picture, to be honest. I mean, the picture was cool, but, you know. I mean, can I change the highlight just for that? Oh yeah, the over is on top of it. Well, can I put the very... What's the tick of this? Huh? Flat box, background color. Oh my god, it's linked with the other, right? I see, it's linked with the other thing. Well, is it linked with the other thing? I think it's... Ah, it's an inventory button. Ah, I see. Okay, so where is my inventory button? Let me close the call bullet. This close. Inventory slot button. Here we go. Yeah, that's the color here. Yeah, maybe we should put it more. Like 40 maybe? Let's check this. Okay, let's see. We still don't see it, huh? It got removed. I like it better, actually. The highlight is better. Let me check with some item. Let me kill a goblin or something. Oh yeah, that's much better, actually. It's just we don't see the background again. I mean, I would say it could be like a little bit more highlight, to be honest. But yeah, it's good actually. So it said 50. Alright. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, let's see this. So, I tried to fix the highlight, but the thing is, anyway, if I put some image on the inventory, we don't see the player hub actually. I mean, not the player hub, but the player inventory. Like it's the same code. Yeah, this thing here. So I cannot change the highlight of this because it's a child. That's pissed me off a little bit. Well, I can just remove the texture if I want, to be honest. Can I, like... Can I put no over? Ah, maybe, actually. Let's see. No, there is an over anyway, because it's the inventory thing. Okay, so it doesn't change anything. It's the child, so... Okay. Whoa. Well, I can remove the texture, but it's sad. Because I think it was looking nice. You know. Yeah, because it's a direct button thing, so... I mean... Yeah, well... Yeah, GG. I don't think I can put any texture in this. The idea was good, but the execution is not working well. Yeah. So I'm gonna remove it. Yeah, I'm just gonna remove it then. Okay, so like this, save. Let's see a difference. Yeah, it's more clean anyway. The highlight is good. Full screen. That's better. What about the clicking? The clicking work. Okay, what about the mouse? The mouse worked too. I mean the keyboard, the controller. Alright, everything is looking fresh and good. Okay, so let me check with an item now.
So why the item doesn't save? It's because I don't save. I mean, the armor. What if I save with the armor? Save. Can I load? It's gonna crash, I think. Yeah, but I think I can load with the other one here. No, it's clean up my inventory completely. Why it doesn't save my inventory? Maybe because I said start new game, I think. Yeah, I think I know why. Yeah, it just doesn't save. Well, it's okay. For now, it's okay. We're just gonna move on. Alright, so, it would be nice if the animation continue. It stopped the animation when we switch, you see? Look. See, the animation is stopping. The swap make the animation stop. But it's working when I hold the sword. I'm not sure why. What's the difference? Because it's a loop? What's the difference between holding the sword and the other one? Because you can see it's clearly working. And if I do this, it resets. I think it's because it's a loop. But the idle is a loop. So why it freeze? Look. So what's the difference between this and the other? Oh my god, look, when I move and I switch. Yeah, he freeze the animation. Okay. Yeah, so if I switch and I press it bypass the thing. It frees the animation. Wow, that's not really good. Try to fix it. The switch, the swap item. Well, the thing is, it's swapping. Let me check this. Let me check this. Let me check this. Drop item, enemy, equipable item modifier, item data. Come on, level manager. Player manager. Item data, item drop, item effect, item pickup. Let me check, I think it's gonna be faster if I check left view of Michael here. Just to guide me a little bit where it was. check. New level. Item swap. Sprite swap.
Meet Pixelab and
Let me check this video quick. Yeah, quick, but the stupid YouTube app take 1 year.
System, we're going to fix an important critical bug, but more importantly, out with the armor, and I've just simply recolored the where I worked on some of this, but all right, sprites to the sheet, so we can just put it on 16 on both. And right now this is okay, so let's go to our player folder, and in our scripts folder, we need to give this a class name right now. I have no need to reference it, but I do want to change this extends to sprite 2D. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up a few variables. We're going to track frame count. Now us be able to do the math or process function. So func underscore process. And we aren't going to need the delta here. So I'm going to just put an underscore in front of the delta so that it doesn't give us a warning that we have an unused variable.
What?
And then lastly, we're going to make a function that we'll call on equipment changed. This is the function that will connect to our equipment change signal from our inventory. So we'll use that later as well. So to begin, then we just need this process function, and we're going to use this to update the frames of our weapon sprites. Okay. So this is actually really simple. And what we're going to say is weapon, and we want to start with the below maybe. So weapon underscore below dot frame. There is a frame property, and we can update this manually. And so what we're going to do is every time the process runs, we'll just make sure that this updates to have the same frame. So we can say this frame equals, and then frame, because the frame, right? This is a sprite 2D that we've got this on. We're just going to have it match the frame. And then let's just go ahead and run that so you can see this working. So now you can see that the sprite, when it's below the player at least, is updating. And you can see the sword sometime there, sometimes it's not, right? That's because we've only applied this to the weapon below sprite. So if we apply it to the weapon above, then we should start seeing the sword when it should be above the player as well. So we'll just simply set the frame equal to frame, and we'll run one more time. And voila. We've got some issue there, don't we? It looks like, oh yeah, really obvious, because we set this to the frame that we're on. We actually don't want that, because remember, we want the below ones to be offset. So this frame count, that's where this comes into play.
Actually,
so
he made the system.
And now if we run again, now it should work.
God damn it.
In this video, we're going to wrap up our equipment system. We're going to fix an important critical bug, but more importantly, maybe, at least more.
Whatever. You put the weapon depending of the below. So we separate the weapon. Well, I didn't think about that. What happened if I do it? I'm not even sure. Weapon below. Do I use weapon below? I don't use it. Let me check.
Settings here. I'm going to split the layers so you can see when I attack, I've still got the slash effect because that was already a separate sprite sheet, but here we've got the regular. Update that. Change our process function, so func underscore process, and we aren't going to need the delta here, so I'm going to just put an underscore in front of the delta. So
so he's using okay. So he's using like you have a sprite below and a sprite above. So he split the weapon. So you have 2 swords. That's smart, actually. I didn't think about that. Yeah, it's smart. It's actually smart, but I didn't do that way. It's not the way I did, actually. Let me try to... 1 second. But the trees are chess. So it doesn't matter, it's just the frame. Because my frame is going the good way anyway. If I attack them. It's just when you... Yeah, some trees bug, but... like the bush here, I guess. I almost don't see it. It just doesn't update. Or maybe I should just block the frame spinning. But it would be better if it's fixed, to be honest. Yeah. Player. It's not this. Where is it? Player frame. Okay. So I got my sword, I got my armor. Connect change. Okay, let me continue the video a little bit.
So that it doesn't give us a warning that we have an unused variable. And then frame, because the frame, right? This and weapon sprites that didn't match the... We can do that. We need to have a way to get a reference to the variable here. So sprite text. Okay, so just select that, and then let's go down to our weapon for our iron sword. Quick load, changed signal, and so we'll connect. And then we have that function. We can just say texture equals, and then grab the texture from our armor equipment. So that's going to be equipment at index 0 dot item data, dot sprite underscore texture. Now, if this works, I should be able to run the game and swap out for this ninja suit. So when I equip this, there we go. You can see that it changed the sprite sheet that we're using for the player.
Yeah.
Easy peasy, right? And because do weapon below time planning this earlier because some people might not make it this far. Let me demonstrate the bug real quick. Okay, because we've used up the apples. So we just need to account for this. I'm having a hard time remembering where to track it down, but what happens is if there's none left, then it just clears the slot, and it doesn't happen in here. It happens elsewhere, but it does happen before our code gets here. So all we have to do, though, is check if slot data equals null, okay? Because if that slot data is null, then we have nothing to set the quantity with. So this little return here should fix it, okay? If there's no slot data, don't do that. So let's just run, and let's go get ourselves a consumable and test this out one more time. Okay, got an apple. There we go. We were able to use the apple, or it could be a potion, and all good. Okay, so that's it for this video. Nice, short, and sweet. And or to tell us how many frames there are in our sprite, to simplify those names. Then let's go ahead and get this set up. We're going to need a ready function, but we aren't going to use that just yet. Okay, we'll use that when we connect to our inventory so that we can update things. And then we're going to use our process function, so func process, and we aren't going to need the delta here, so I'm going to just put an underscore in front of the delta so that it doesn't give us a warning that we have an unused variable. And then lastly, we're going to make a so weapon underscore, just go ahead and run weapon sprites that didn't match, you know, what sprite. And once we save this script, we're going to need to go through our different equipable items, connect to that, and we'll just use our on equipment changed function that we've already set up function to get the. So what, see that it changed the sprite sheet that we're using for the player. Equipment at index 0 dot item data dot sprite underscore texture. Now, if this works, I should be able to run the game and swap out for this ninja suit. So when I equip this, there we go. You can see that it changed the sprite sheet that we're using for the player. Easy peasy, right? And because the ninja...
No, this is not easy peasy, like you said. Animated sprite sort sprite frame equipment 01. This is where in the player animation. When does it said that inventory data equipment change player manager? Okay. Equipment change. It's not there. Where is it? Global player manager? No. Player sprites. Player maybe. No, it's here. Update player, make renewable, take damage, update animation. Ah, maybe I can run this when you swap. Ah, yeah, I have a function here. Oh yeah, definitively. Yo, Gen Yuso on! Thank you for, I don't know, is it a like or it said nothing? Yeah, it's a like. Thank you. Yeah, I think I just have to update the animation when I swap. I have a function right here. I can just do it. It do the sword and the animation as well. 2 animation with the direction. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to run this function. I will try to run this function. The thing is, if you're doing a skill, yeah. Okay, let me try this. So player sprite, equipment change. Player manager, inventory data. Inventory data. Equip item. Huh, it's here actually. Nice. So glove. So I swap this texture. This is more the stat. The texture was the other script actually. Yeah, it's more the player sprite script. Alright then, so here I need to update it. That's it. Player manager. Point update animation. Right? That's work, right? I don't remember. That's been a long time I didn't do that. Technically talking, yeah. It's the way it works. So let's try. Let me try this. So. Crash. Non-existent. Wait. This is where in global player or in player? I don't remember. Project setting. Store setting. No. Shortcut. Project setting. So I have global player manager. Global player manager. Player manager. And that's it pretty much. But if it's in player, I can do it too. Yeah, I just have to write player. Okay, so let's do it. Player 1. No? Right, it's not like this. Yeah, this is working actually. Update animation. Here we go. Let me try this. Okay, let's try that. Crash again. Wait, how? Update animation in player. Oh, he's looking for a string or what? What's the error? Oh yeah, don't show me the error. Yeah, this should work actually, look. Maybe I write it wrong, but this should be the thing, and this should be the thing here. Alright, so this should work. Let me try again. Wait, what? Why is said wrong? Too few argument. That's because he's looking for a string. So what is looking normally? What is it normally? So when you run update animation, let me check. State attack. Ah, it's because he updated the current animation. Okay, so he's looking for an animation. Okay. Alright then, I'm just gonna put like the default one or something like that. So player, sprite. We're just gonna do this. It's gonna be empty. So I hope it's just gonna like skip the current animation and refresh. Well, I hope, but who knows? Who knows what this is gonna do? If it doesn't work, I will need a state of animation. Well, we'll see. Oh, no crash. There's nothing wrong. Is it working? 1 second. Well, I understand when you're spinning and you switch, it's wrong, but... Okay, then let me try with an armor. 1 second. You can see he's updating, but... Okay. No, it doesn't update. It doesn't update, but let me try to trick it. Okay, what's the name of the animation? What's the debug? There's no animation with name left. Ah. Yeah, so he's looking for. So actually, he's detecting it. Is there a way? Was there a way to figure out which animation I am right now? Let me ask ChatGPT about that. That's a good question. ChatGPT. Okay. Okay. In Godot, is there a way to find which animation on the animated to this sprite is currently running? Current animation. Oh. So if animation is playing, current animation, again animation. Oh, interesting. Oh, there is a function actually. Look at this. I didn't know that. Okay, once again. There is actually an animation. If I need the sprite 2D of this. Actually, animated sprite 2D sword base. I think it's this actually. Okay, one second. So this. No, it's not this. Oh yeah, once again, I messed up the copy pass. Yeah. Okay, so if the armor is playing, the current animation égale white point animation. So this is how you detect it? That's weird, no? Point animation return the name of the animation currently playing. Ready. Okay. So this is my sprite. This is my animation. Okay, well then... Wait, so this is animated sprite 2D. So current animation. You're gonna put this. Wait. No, but I don't think this is gonna work first. Well, show me the animation first. I don't think this is gonna work. I really don't think this is gonna work, but let's try. Crash. Invalid key access a base of null instance. Well, I know that's the thing here. Well, he's looking for the animation of the sprite, right? So this is like the sprite. This is sprite frame. Actually, this should be the animation. And this should be the sprite. So we should be like no, this is wrong, but this should be the sprite. How I get my sprite again? Let me check. Animation player one update animation. No, this is when I popping it. Play attack play animation update animation attack 2. Play animation player. Well, how do I get my own player? Player. Animated player. Self. Actually, it can work, I think. It's selfed. Yeah, let me try this. Let's see. No, I'm not sure. Let's take a look. Let's see. No existent function is playing in player base. Well, this is supposed to be the sprite, right? If animated sprite is playing, okay. Let me try to put a variable then. I'm gonna call this main sprite. This one here.
So he's looking.
animate. So ChatGPT told me there is a way to check what is the current animated sprite 2D is playing. Well, if ChatGPT told me it's possible, I mean, I guess it's possible, right? So to get the player... Alright, fine, let me just get it then. It's an animated 2D player. Yeah, this one actually. Okay, let's get this one then. So then, if I go here, player sprite, I do this. Current animation is animated sprite armor point animation. Does it gonna show me point animation? So this thing work? Really? Actually, what I want is the same animation, so... Okay, so let me do this. And print the current animation. Alright, if this works, this is crazy, but let's see. In this code, how to convert current animation into a string that will replace Godot. Please take a look. Nah, this is, he told me this is gonna work? No way. It's convert the string automatically. Ready? Nah, I told you. Not declare. Oh yeah, well it's because no, like this. Alright, so let's see. Let's see this. Man, sometimes I'm very surprised about what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. Well, I understand this won't work because it's a frame by frame. But, listen, let me just... If I'm walking... It's actually working. Except when you were doing an attack, so that's something we can like do something like he's performing an attack, don't switch. But let's see, the real test is the armor actually. It doesn't work because yeah, because what? There's no animation with name, idle, down, down. Left, left, up, up. Ah, okay, it's because it's getting the full thing. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's because I will probably need another function, to be honest. Yeah, because with no state, you know, how do we call this? Update animation, item, Jesus Christ, item, swap, and what we're gonna do is we would just do animation direction. Actually, no, we're just gonna do nothing. Actually, state string. No, actually, we're not gonna do anything. You're just gonna update it, that's it. You play the animation. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Because you're gonna need a state, right? Like this. I believe this can work. So if you go to player sprite, let's say this. Update animation, item swap with the current animation. Here we go. Let's try. Let's try this. Okay, there's no bug, but let's see with the armor. It doesn't work. It doesn't update. No, it doesn't update. Current animation. Idle left. Actually I see it here. Wait. So it doesn't pass the variable. Current animation is playing. Current animation, print. Current animation, current animation. I think I messed up a little bit. I think I messed up the function. Play the state plus animation direction. Just play the state. How come this doesn't work? I'm confused. It should work, no? Let me try again. Very weird. But I should have a message. Strange. Try again. Idle down. Idle left. Okay, it's actually moving and working. What's the problem with the other one? See, this one doesn't work. Huh? Why? It doesn't detect. Huh? This one will work, but the other doesn't. Oh, this is very, very strange. Why? Because the sword. Huh? Ah, it's because this is like the sword. Well, what about I remove the condition and I just force it? How about this? Let's see. This seems to be good, and I can see the message, yes. Okay, let's see the other one. Oh, I think it's working. Yeah. Yeah, look at this. No way. Fix it. It's so good. See, no freezing. No freezing frame. What happened if I do this? Wow, it's actually switching. Can I do it with the sword? It's actually working. No way, dude. Everything is working. That's so good. That's really good, actually. So you can run and switch at the same time. And everything is refreshing. Oh, that's really good. Look at this. So you can run, do any action, and everything is refreshing. The armor, the sword, everything. You can also do a skill. And the sword is switching. That's insane. And it's insanely good, actually. Look at this. That's pretty good. Well, GG. Okay. Let's move on. Another cool thing. Okay, nice. Okay, so this is very nice. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do now. Let's see. Okay, so then we can do this. Perfect. So what happened when you grab some item? 1 second. Okay, so I have 2 item inventory. Okay, I can drag an empty frame, which is very dumb. That's because you can move them. Okay, I mean, it's not that dumb, but it's a little dumb at the same time. And I guess if I do this... Wait, if I press here... If I press here, he's moving there. Wait, what is this? That's very strange. Okay, so what happened if... Swap this, it's working. Everything with the swap work, actually. But I think moving an empty case is not really good. It's not really good. If you're moving an empty case, we can just make a condition that if it's empty, you can move it. What do you guys think? Let's do this. Okay, so the moving thing. Inventory, UI slot, drag outside. Dragging through. Duplicate item, unbutton down, unbutton up. Free texture. I will put a condition here that said if the case is empty. If the slot data is nil. Exactly this, actually. Button down. If the slot data is nil. Actually, is not nil. I'm gonna need the opposite. I need the opposite, actually. How you do that again? Is it like this? How you do this? Yo. Oh yeah, that's it. So you, I don't know if you do that. Wait, what? Wait, what the hell? Wait, what? Okay, so let me try this. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't work. Good. And then night work. Yep, I'm a genius again. It's crazy. Yep, so see, so you cannot drag it anymore. But if you do this, you can. If you go fast. Well, I don't know how I did that, but how did I switch it like this? Is it because I click on it? Or because I move it, maybe? What was that? Look at this. If I spam click. Well, actually, we fixed one thing. So, is there a way to drag in the inventory? To drag out the inventory. Can we do this? What's gonna happen? He's gonna have no sword. Good question. What happened? He's gonna have no armor. He's gonna be nude. I have no version of this nude. Okay, so let's work with the inventory. It would be nice if I can drag it in the inventory, actually. Not only by clicking, you know. Another thing very important. How can we do that? So we just to drag into this thing. Alright, let's do that. So when you pull down drag outside the clicking position of the drag still hold. On button down, on button up, release the texture. Set slot, proceed. So get the position distance to. Wait, what is distance to? position. A float of 16. What does that mean? 16. Why 16? What is this? Check. Because I'm out of the square. If it's highlighted work, that's it. So I have to be on the button, right? If I do this, yeah, so I have to be on the button. Okay. So I have to be on the button. There's a function for that. Let me check the video well, but alright, once again I have to do something. I don't know if you can hear me, but I have to do something, sorry. So dump. Well, well, well. Okay, I'm ready to continue. Let's go. What we gonna do? Let's see. Okay, so now I want to grab the item from my inventory and put it here. And do the same thing with this. Okay, so let's see. Let me check a video. There's a video about that. Drag and drop item inventory.
That it's kind of got an opacity and, you know, kind of obvious that this is the one I'm dragging. Right? Because that... Now, the last thing I want to do is I said I want to center this. Let's go ahead and just go back to our script. So this... All right. The item exited. Slot data might be null. It's still going to have an inventory slot. It's just not going to have an item in it. Okay, so I guess that name, I'm using it a little bit too interchangeably, but hopefully that makes where we use an item. Let me just click. Where's use item? And I'm going to set this value here to false.
Item drop.
Because our update inventory is wondering if we want to apply focus.
UI.
And we...
Okay. An item drop. Let's see. Okay, an item drop. Here we go. Inventory slot UI. If it's null, you return nothing. Swap item by index. Update inventory. Inventory slot UI. Hmm. Let me check. Connect signal. Inventory, update inventory, hidden. Connect inventory, change, clean inventory. Update inventory, clean inventory. This is my inventory. Then focus on inventory, change, connect item signal. On item drop, inventory. If it's null, return nothing. Swap item. Inventory slot UI. Item inventory slot UI. What is this? It's like this thing. Ah. Okay. Or item égale hovering item. Inventory slot UI. It's always inventory slot UI. So does the inventory slot UI include my equipment? That's a good question. I think yes. I think yes, actually. Equip item data. I think it's the same thing, right? The inventory slot UI. It's like what, the pose menu? Menu, but change tab, show pause menu, current tab is 0, show init. So the inventory slot UI is this button, slot data. Okay. Proceeds, lift dragging, drag the position, lift drag. Set slot data, if the slot data is no. Okay. Okay, item press, okay. Inventory data, okay, cross use.
I feel it's two different things. That's the thing. I feel it's two different things. But the data is there. We pull item data. Ah no, there is a data for it. Oh, there is one here. Okay, so it's another thing. Maybe not. It's not the same thing. This is the data. And I'm talking about the UI. No, the UI is included. You have inventory UI and slot UI. Yeah, inventory slot UI and slot UI. You have two actually. Inventory slot UI, armor and blah blah blah. An item drop. Data inventory. Interesting, interesting. Connect item signal. I think it's this actually. This thing here, an item drop. Yeah, but it's this thing here. Do I need another one that said... No, this is the slot UI button. It's not the same thing. So why then... So why it doesn't work? Maybe I should check the video.
To see how far you've drugged the mouse. But okay, so here we are. I'm looking at my pause menu image that goes along with our inventory, as well as a label that just maybe POS for short. Okay, so that's just going to essentially record where the mouse, just so we don't get that warning in the debug that we can then, I'm just going to say drag texture, that's what we're trying to set, right, equals, right? And so that we can test this a little bit more easily real quick before we go on to the next step, I'm just going to drop a couple item drops in my scene so that I have those to work with, or I guess they're called item pickups. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and instantiated a couple of these: gem, apple potion, and a stone. Okay, let's go back to our script. So now we'll be able to pick those up. It'll make testing a little bit easier. Now looking at this script, obviously we want the drag texture to follow the mouse. And how are we going to do that? And currently we don't have a great way to do that here, but what I'm going to do is we will go ahead and create within our script. Let's go ahead and add the process function, okay? Drag texture. Wasn't quite expecting that, but there you go. And as I click and drag more things, you can see that they're kind of getting attached. So we've got some issues. Do one other thing here. I want to cut. So let's run one more time and just see what changes this made to the functionality. Go ahead and grab my items real quick. Okay, so now if I drag the apple, it's above everything, which is nice. And if I let go, it disappears. Okay. Now, one other thing that I'm not loving, two things. Let's adjust the visual of this dragged item. One, I would like it to stick underneath the cursor, although if you wanted it at the bottom right like this, that's okay too, but I'm going to stick it under the cursor. And then I also want to fade it so that it's kind of got an opacity and, you know, kind of obvious that this is the one I'm dragging. If I go to my script here, and if we go up to our process function, there it is. Whoop, 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 whoop. What we can do is within this if statement, if we're dragging, first I'm just going to modulate this drag texture. And the reason I'm doing it in process is very specific. We could modulate it in the item pressed function, right? And then because we just have to set it once. So, but I'm going to do it here in the process for a specific reason that will become obvious in just a second. But let's first modulate. I just want to modulate the alpha value, so I can say drag texture.modulate.a equals, and we'll pick 0.5. So now if I save this and come back to my game view, now when I click and drag, you can see that it's faded. Okay. Oops, I went ahead and used that apple. So that's what happens when you click and then release, right? Once you release that key, then it uses it if it's on top of the button. But one thing I don't like is I don't want to be dragging as soon as I click, because maybe I am just clicking just to use, and that little flash would kind of be kind of hokey or goofy looking to me. So let's go back to our script, and I'm going to do a little check here, and I want to determine if we have moved our mouse outside of the drag threshold, and then if we have, right, or if you haven't left that threshold, then its alpha will be 0. If you have left the threshold, then we'll set the alpha to 0.5. So you'll only see the little hover texture once you've moved the mouse. But in order to do that, let's create one more new function right now. We'll use this a couple times, and we'll just call it get drag distance. Actually, let's not call it get drag distance. We'll just call it like outside drag threshold maybe. Okay, so we'll say function outside drag threshold, and this will return a Boolean, right? Because we're asking it a question. I'm going to go ahead and just say return false, and then we'll maybe code up the true condition in here. So what we can do is we can say if, and then we'll say get underscore global mouse position dot distance to, and then we can say click position, right? Because that, if you recall, the click position, when we set it based off of the global mouse position. And so we'll compare it to the global mouse position here. Okay, so this is going to give us a number. If this distance is greater than our drag threshold, set the texture alpha to 0.5. Else, we'll set that drag texture modulate to 0. So if I save this change and come back to the game, now you can see when the mouse is staying close in here, I don't see the drag texture, but then once I go outside, I can. Okay. Now, the last thing I want to do is I said I want to center this. Let's go ahead and just go back to our script. So this is maybe an optional little mini step for those of you following along. But where I'm setting the position here, I just need to subtract half of the size of this texture. Like if we look at our inventory slot, we can see that the texture rectangle has a size of 32 by 32 pixels. So I can just say minus vector 2, and I'll just say 16 comma 16. Okay. Save that one more time, go back to game, and there. Now as I'm dragging, the item is underneath my cursor. Okay. Now I think we're pretty much done except one last thing, and that's the press. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to stop and I'm going to run this again. So what I would like to do is if I go to my inventory, so like this apple, for example, if I click and drag out here, it doesn't use the apple. But let's say I click right now where I haven't moved far enough to see the drag. I think it would be fine to use it, but maybe once I go up here and release, maybe I shouldn't let it consume the apple, right? And so let's go to our script. And what we can say is, let's find our item pressed function in
better.
here. Let's see, where are we? So inventory slot UI item.
Okay, let me try this. No, that's so much better. Okay, so we fix one thing. That would be cool to swap there. So sad it doesn't work. It's like a nick whip actually. Why just don't put a condition like okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so I want a system to drag it. Oh wow, look at this. Why a potion just happier? That's so weird. What? Everything have disappeared. Okay, using a potion is a bad idea, let me think. It's interesting. It's so hard to make an inventory. Jesus Christ. So I need to remove the click equip. It's not good actually. That's why it's buggy a lot, because you drag it and you know, I need to pop a menu like in the Curse of Tristram, because anyway I want to use a controller, so doesn't really matter. I'm gonna have to actually, you know, like I'm gonna have to make a menu where when it's popping, you know. It's a very big mess. Every single square should have his menu, or I pop a menu here, like in the Curse of Tristram. It would be much better, I think. Yeah, the menu is kind of, the inventory is big, so yeah, well, it's gonna be... If I pop a menu here, like in Curse of Tristram, my idea will work, but yeah. And remember, in Curse of Tristram, you cannot drop item from your inventory, too. So, I mean, I'm looking to do the same system, basically. But it's gonna work very well with a controller. But what I can do is I can pop the menu near the button like this. Like click, tuck, 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 and you can click it. It's gonna be better than to be here. It's gonna be equip, move to, drop, cancel. Something like that. And when you press it, it locks the focus and it gives you the other focus. I think that would be the best thing, to be honest. So no need to have a drag like to the equipment. I mean, you would be able to drop it like this, but to equip, you just click, and you're doing like that. Yeah, I think that's what I need to make this functionable. I think that's what I need. Like I don't care if yeah. So I just need a menu. Like a 3 button actually. I have 3 button, right? Let me check what I got. What about something I never use, like this kind of thing here? I can just change the background maybe. Temporary, look at this one. This is the same. I could use I want this for UI, so I'm not gonna use that. Maybe the color is so weird here. Maybe this one, maybe? No. This is for UI. I mean... I think I would use a blue one, but this one would be good, but I'm gonna use it for UI, so... So, no. So... 29 frame with fade, no. What about this one, maybe? Like... What's the size of this? 64 by 64? Okay, what about... 128 by... 64. Maybe we can use the AI. Let's use the AI one. go in with this. Is it bug or? Yeah, I think it's bug. Yep. You know, we should like remove this. And selective outline, high detail, yes. Advanced option, remove background, generate, let's see. Need more detail. Why is crashing like this? Never happened to me. Strange. I'm wondering if this is gonna work better. It's so small, man. I cannot believe it. That's way too small. So that's the frame you give me? Oh, that's really bad, man. Try again. Well, I have other frame, like, very nice looking. Some I never use. Like this one, I think. See, I never use this one. The background is bad, but I don't really need the background as long as I have other stuff. Oh, why we don't use like this version? Actually, this is what I'm making, right? Oh, look at this. I mean, it's different. I like the difference. Try again. Yes, so I was like, let's why not use this thing? And I don't know. Let's get like this color maybe. One second. What the hell is this? Wait, what? This is so big versus so small. That's crazy. What the hell? Okay, I know. Well, that would be. This one would be nice, to be honest. It's just because I want to use it for my button. That's the main problem. Maybe I can ask the AI to change it. Can you change this thing for something cool? Blue frame fantasy medieval style. Okay, 1 second. Let's do like 200 by 128. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Generate. It's actually not bad. It was actually not bad, to be honest. Like just like this, but yeah. Do it again. No. I will set not remove background because it's bugging. I'm gonna remove the background myself. I don't care. But that's I like the other one, it's just messed up a little bit. Like so slow in the hand. I think I'm gonna put an highlight version of it too. Yeah, I need to remove the remove background thing. It's not working. Nice try.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's do another. Look like the same thing, but I mean, it's not bad. This one was nice. Sadly, can we redo this one? We try. Metallic button, but I like the 3D aesthetic. I don't know, I'm gonna try again, let's see. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like this one. I think this one is nice. With the reflect. I like it. And the 3D too, I like it. I like everything on this one. Okay, let's use this one. New. There we go. So maybe we can improve it too a little bit. Oh boy, yep. It's hard to say then. This is cool. It really looks like a button. Okay, I like it. I like it. It's big. The size is good. I'm gonna save this on button style 3, 4 V1. Okay. It's not very center, huh? Wait a minute. That's better. Well, okay, I guess it's gonna be like this. Button style V4 V1. Good. And let's make an highlight of this. Let's go to contrast. No, not this one. Okay. Yeah, this one is better. So, like this maybe? Let me see. What's the difference? Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so save as button highlight V1. Okay, we have it. So now. One second. This is my original. This is my original too. Button. Project Godot interface. Button style v4. Where is it? Wait, I save it directly to this? No shot. No, I made a mistake. Oh, Okay, so it's in game. Alright, don't save. Don't save, don't save. Okay, it's there. Pooyah. Alright, so during the pause menu. Part of the inventory is just, yeah. I mean, well, look, there is different tab in there anyway, and there's different tab for different UI. So So what I can do is good question, huh? Okay, well, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna probably go live on Twitch at some point because I wasn't on Twitch this time. I was just YouTube and Facebook. I was testing something anyway, but I'm gonna continue.